Frederick, cannot you, in the calm excellence of your wisdom, reconcile it with your conscience to say something that will relieve my father's sorrow?
Huh?
Can't you cheer him up?
Oh, I will try, dear Mabel. But why does your father sit night after night in this drafty old ruin?
Why do I sit here? To escape from the pirates' clutches I described to myself as an orphan. And, heaven help me, I am no orphan. I came here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and to implore their pardon for having brought dishonor on the family escutcheon.
Bless you. But you forget, sir, you only bought the property a year ago, and the stucco on your baronial castle is scarcely dry.
Frederick, in this chapel are ancestors. You cannot deny that. When I bought the estate, I bought the chapel and its contents. I don't know whose ancestors they were, but I know whose ancestors they are. And I shudder to think that their descendant by purchase, if I may so describe myself, should have brought disgrace on what I have no doubt was an unstained escutcheon.
Gesundheit. Be comforted. Had you not acted as you did, these reckless men would have assuredly called in the nearest clergyman and married your large family on the spot.
I thank you for your proffered solace, but it is unavailing. I assure you, Frederick, that such is the anxiety and remorse and anguish I feel at the abominable falsehood by which I escaped these, well, easily deluded pirates, that I should go to their simple-minded chief this very night and confess all, did I not fear the consequences would be most disastrous for myself. At what time does your expedition march against these scoundrels?
At 11. And by the hour of midnight, I hope to have atoned for my involuntary association with the pestilent scourges by sweeping them from the face of the earth. And then, dear Mabel, you will be mine.
Are your devoted followers at hand?
They are. They only await my orders.
Then, Frederick, let your escort lion-hearted be summoned to receive a general's blessing ere they depart upon their dread adventure.
Dear sir, they come.
Halt. When the foeman bears his steel, the uncomfortable field, and we find the wisest thing is to slap our chests and sing tarantara. For when threatened with a mute, and your heart is in your boots, there is nothing brings it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound. It's evident these attentions are well meant. Such Such expressions don't appear. Calculated men to cheer. Who are going to meet their fate in a highly nervous state. Still to us it's evident these attentions are well meant. Observe too great a stress on the wrist that on us press, and of reference a lack to our chance of coming back. Still perhaps it would be wise not to cough or criticize, for it's very evident these attentions are well meant.
Yes, it's very evident.
These attentions are well meant. Yes, well meant.
Ah, yes, well meant.
When the foam is in the skin, and we find it wise to sing to stop our heads and think and your heart is in your book. There is nothing like the heroes go and
Now for the pirate's lair, oh joy unbounded, oh sweet relief, oh rapture unexampled, at last I may atone in some slight measure for the repeated acts of theft and pillage, which at a sense of duty's stern dictation, I, circumstance's victim, have been guilty.
Young Frederick,
who calls
your late commander,
And I, your little Ruth.
oh mad intruders, how dare ye face me? Know ye not, O rash ones, that I have doomed you to extermination?
have mercy on us. Here is a slaughter.
I do not think I ought to listen to you, yet mercy should alloy our stern resentment. And so I will be merciful. Say on. Paradox.
paradox, a most ingenious paradox.
This paradox. We knew your taste for curious quits, for tricks and contradictions queer, and with laughter on our lips we wish you that to hear. We said if you could tell it him how Frederick's with a joke and joy, and so we risked both life and limb to tell it to our boy.
That's paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox, with tips and quibbles on the box, but none to beat this paradox. A paradox, a most
Ingenious paradox.
this paradox. For some ridiculous reason, to which, however, I've no desire to be disloyal, some person in authority,
Who?
I don't know who, very likely the astronomer royal, has decided that although for such a beastly month as February, 28 days as a rule are plenty, 1 year and every 4 his days shall be reckoned as 9 and 20. Through some singular coincidence, though I shouldn't be surprised to owe it to the agency of an ill-natured fairy, you are a victim of this clumsy arrangement, having been born on leap year on the 29th of February. And so, by simple arithmetical process, you will easily discover that though you have lived 21 years, if you go by birthdays, you're only 5 and a little bit over.
Me, let's see. Yes, yes, with yours my fingers do agree. How quaint the ways of paradox, at common sense she gaily mocks. Though counting in the usual way, years 21 I've been alive. Yet reckoning by my naval day,
That's natal days.
yet reckoning by my natal day. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am a little boy of 5.
He's a little boy of 5. A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. This paradox. A curious paradox. A most ingenious
Upon my word, this is most curious, most absurdly whimsical. 5 1/4, eh? No one would think it to look at me.
You are glad now, I'll be bound, that you spared us. You would never have forgiven yourself when you discovered you had killed 2 of your comrades.
My comrades?
Yes, I'm afraid you don't appreciate the delicacy of your position. You were an apprentice to us.
Until I reached my 21st year.
No, until you reached your 21st birthday. And if you go by birthdays, you're only 5 1/4.
You don't mean to say you're going to hold me to that?
No. I wish to merely remind you of the fact. The rest I leave to your sense of duty.
Your sense of duty.
Oh, don't put it on that footing. As I was merciful to you just now, be merciful to me. I implore you not to insist on the letter of your bond, just as the cup of happiness is on my lips.
We insist on nothing. We content ourselves in pointing out to you your duty.
Your duty?
Well, you have appealed to my sense of duty, and my duty is only too clear. I abhor your infamous calling. I shudder at the thought that I've ever been mixed up with it. But duty is before all, and at any price I will do my duty.
Bravely spoken. You're one of us. Once more, come, let us go.
Lead on, I follow. Oh, horror!
What's the matter?
Ought I to tell you? Oh no, I cannot. And yet, as one of your band...
Speak out! I charge you by the sense of conscientiousness to which we have never yet appealed to you in vain.
General Stanley,
Yes.
father of my Mabel,
Yes, yes.
he escaped from you on the plea that he was an orphan.
He did? Oh, yes, he did. I was there.
It breaks my heart to betray the honored father of the girl I adore. And yet, as one of your band, I have no alternative. It is my duty, then, to tell you that General Stanley is no orphan.
What? Now, when you say orphan, do you mean orphan frequently, or...
More than that, he never was one.
Am I to understand that in order to save his contemptible life, that he dared to play upon our credulous simplicity? Oh! We would gather our band and attack the castle this very night.
But stay!
Not a word! He is doomed. Away, away, my heart's on fire. I burn this beast deception to be fair. This very night, my flesh to fire shall glut itself and gore away, away.
Away, away, ere I expire, I find my duty hard to do today. My heart is filled with anguish dire, it strikes me to the core, away, away.
With false vows you tricked us of our brides. The vengeance how the pirate soul decides. Our nature serves he softened with his lies, and in return tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Tonight he dies.
Yes, so early tomorrow.
His girls likewise.
They will winter in sorrow.
The ones are spot.
And the nature they cherish.
And all who part.
Surely they shall perish.
Tonight he dies with early tomorrow. His girls likewise they will run in sorrow. The ones so spoiled in the nature they cherish, and all who plot to abuse it shall perish. Away, away, away. Tonight the traitor dies. Away, away, tonight, tonight, tonight. The traitor dies tonight.
All is prepared, your gallant crew await you. My Frederick in tears, it cannot be that Lionheart quails at the coming conflict.
No, Mabel, no. A terrible disclosure has just been made. Mabel, my dearly loved one, I bound myself to serve the pirate captain until I'd reached my 21st birthday.
But you are 21.
I've just discovered that I was born in leap year, and that birthday will not be reached by me till 1940.
Catastrophe appalling.
And so farewell.
Our Frederick Leary. St. Frederick's Day, they have to be afraid. The shadow of the shame will fall upon my head. St. Frederick's Day.
Nay, Mabel, nay, tonight I quit these walls. The thought my soul appalls, but when stern duty calls, I must obey. Nay, Mabel, nay, but duty's name, the thought my soul appalls, but when stern duty calls, I must obey. joy is dark and drear, and sorrow all supreme. When nature day by day will sing in altered tone this weary roundelay. He loves thee, he is gone. Fa la la la, fa la la la. He loves thee, he is gone. Fa la la la, fa la. In 1940 I of age shall be. I'll then return and claim you, I declare it.
It seems so long.
Swear that still then you will be true to me.
Yes, I'll be strong. I understand these dead and gone. I swear it.
Here is love, here is truth, and here is food for joyous laughter. She will be faithful to her suit till we are wed and even after. Oh, here is love and here is truth. She will be faithful to her suit till we are wed and even after. And even after. Oh, here is love and here is truth, and here is food for joyous laughter. She will be faithful to her suit. She will be faithful to her suit till we are wed and even after. Even after. Oh, here is love and here is truth. Oh, here is love. Is love.
No, I am brave. Infallibly descent upbrings my trot, thy sway how excellent. How one and all, undaunted men in blue, a crisis now affairs are coming to.
Company halt. Though in body and in mind, we are timidly inclined, and anything but blind to the danger that's behind. For when the danger's near, we manage to appear as insensible to fear as anybody here, as anybody here.
Sergeant, approach. Young Frederick was to have led you to death and glory.
That isn't a pleasant way of putting it.
No matter, he will not so lead you, for he's allied himself once more with his old associates.
He's acting shamefully.
You speak falsely. You know nothing about it. He is acting nobly.
He has acted nobly.
Dearly as I've loved him before, his heroic sacrifice to his sense of duty has endeared him to me tenfold. But if it was his duty to constitute himself my foe, it is likewise my duty to regard him in that light. He has done his duty. I will do mine. Go ye and do yours.
Righty-yay!
This is perplexing.
We can't understand it all.
No matter. Still, it is actuated by his sense of duty.
That makes a difference, of course. At the same time, we repeat, we cannot understand it at all.
No matter, our course is clear. We must do our best to capture these pirates alone. It is most distressing to us to be the agents whereby our erring fellow creatures are deprived of that liberty which is so dear to us all, but we should have thought of that before we joined the force.
We should.
It is too late now.
It is.
When a felon's not engaged in his employment, or maturing his felonious little plans, his capacity for innocent enjoyment is just as great as any honest man's. Our feelings we with difficulty smother when constabulary duties to be done. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one, happy one. When the enterprising burglar's not a burgling, when the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime, he loves to hear the little brook gurgling and listen to the merry village chime. When the coster's finished jumping on his mother, he loves to lie up basking in the sun. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one, happy one.
A rollicking band of pirates we're tired of tossing on the sea, are trying our hand at a burglary with weapons grim and gory.
We hear them on the man approaching, with stealthy steps the pirates are approaching.
We are not coming for plates or gold, a story General Stanley's told. We seek a penalty 50-fold for General Stanley's story.
They seek a penalty
50-fold, we seek a penalty. We seek a penalty 50-fold for General Stanley's story.
Gone in force with stealthy stride. Our obvious course is now to hide.
Cats like tread upon a prey we steal, in silence dread, a cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall would be distinctly heard. So stealthily the pirate creeps while all the household soundly sleeps. From friends who plough the sea, truce to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with a little burglary. Come, friends who plough the sea, truce to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with a little burglary.
Here's your noble, and you're sent to bid your
cautious way we fill. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall would be distinctly heard. Long friend to plow the sea, truce to navigation, take another station. Let's report the sea with a little bad glory and the tread. Let's go, man.
Hush, hush, not a word. I see a light inside. The Major General comes, so quickly hide.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Yes, yes, the Major General comes.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes, tormented with the anguish dread of falsehood undertone. I lay upon my sleepless bed and tossed and turned and groaned. The man who finds his conscience safe, no peace at all enjoys. And as I lay in bed awake, I thought I heard a noise. He thought he heard a noise. Ha ha! No, all is still in Dale on Hill. My mind is set at ease. So still the scene, it must have been the sighing of the breeze.
What is this and what is that? And I just want to leave this rest. There's such a time of rest as this will bear me incompletely twisted. For there is and always was the first methodical of men. Is it very odd or to go to bed at half past? What strange occurrence can it be that calls their father from his bed? There's such a time of rest as this so very incompletely dressed. So very incompletely dressed. And such a time of rest.
Seize that Major General there! His life is over! Yes, we're the pirates of despair.
Friend of the care, for joy or rapture, some and your men and the men that capture.
Beautiful Mabel, I would if I could, but I am not able.
He's telling the truth, he is not able. With base deceit, you worked upon our feelings. Revenge is sweet and flavors all our dealings. With courage rare and resolutions manly, for death prepare, unhappy General Stanley.
To die for shriven and appeal, oh sin! Will nobody's cause away and real, oh sin!
Yes, we are here, though here that you conceal. So to constabulary quiet and shield. Get it, man! We triumph now, for every cow. Your mortal career is far short. No pirate man will take a stand at the sail from criminal court. To gain a brief advantage you contrive, but your proud triumph will not be long-lived. Don't say your orphans, for we know that game.
When you say orphan, you mean
Enough!
orphan. Sorry.
On your allegiance we've a stronger claim. We charge you yield. We charge you yield in Queen Victoria's name. You rule. We do. We charge you yield in Queen Victoria's name. We yield at once with humbled mien, because with all our faults we love our Queen. Yes, yes, with all their faults they love their Queen. Yes, yes, with all our faults we love our Queen.
Away with them and place them at the bar.
One moment, let me tell you who they are. They are now members of the common throng. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong.
No Englishman unmoved that statement is, because with all our faults we love our house of peers. I pray you pardon me, ex-pirate king. Piers will be Piers, and youth will have its fling. Resume your ranks and legislative duties, and take my daughters, all of whom are beauties.
Wandering one, wandering one, wandering one, wandering one.
Take us, take us. Take any heart, take us. Take us, take us. Take us, where days will shine. Take us, where days will shine. Take us, take us, take us, take us.
Thank you.